It's the Rip City Wrap-Up, brought to you by Dick Hanna Subaru. Believe in nice. Here are your hosts, Tyree Smith, Danny Marang, and Joe Simons.
My eyes don't deceive, so I have to believe. That is a shout out to the late, great Brian Wheeler, because that's exactly what he would have been saying after tonight's victory. Welcome in to Studio C. Listen, this is episode 14.
We did it, Tyree.
Of the Rip City Wrap-Up here on the Rip City TV Network, sponsored by our good friends at Dick Hanna Subaru.
Of course.
Dude, 106-98. The Portland Trail Blazers go back-to-back against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This was not expected by fans.
Stunned.
Sure. Stunned, right?
Absolutely stunned. Me and Goofball Marang sat up here last night, said, there's no way they have a chance in this game. A spread of 9 points, absolutely absurd. And when it was 14-4 right out of the gate, I'm thinking, all right, well, I guess we'll see what happens
I
against
thought the
Atlanta
same too. You're right.
on Sunday. But they fought back. Minnesota was horrid in the second quarter. Portland took advantage of it. They equaled them in the third quarter. And then Shea and Donovan Clingan absolutely dominated the game in the fourth quarter. The present is exciting. The future is bright. Shea, DC, 2. We got something here, people.
We
got something.
Can I tell them what I told you, what I thought
Please.
the comparison?
Please.
I don't know. I know how y'all feel about the lob. I know about the lob back in the day. All right, I understand that. But I was like, is Shea and Clingan our little Shaq Kobe dynamic? Not exactly them, but is that what we're kind of getting? Listen, Donovan Clingan was insane tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, like 17 points. What was that? A career high for him already. Then he had, 12 rebounds.
Career high rebounds, career high points, career high blocks.
Everything. This was
career high
also,
times diving on the floor.
Well,
career high times.
I was happy he didn't do that all the time.
Career high getting hit in the Klingans. It happened, folks.
And what? He went out for a second and then he came right back in.
And he came back in.
I know. And we got Shaedon Sharpe, 33 points, a career high for him coming back off of that injury. Dude, everybody on this team had a phenomenal game. So just before we get Danny Marang on, he's in and out from the awesome game that you fans were able to attend, enjoy, and appreciate this wonderful Blazers team we got. Joe, when the clock hit 0, what did you think?
Well, we started yesterday's show by saying, why don't we back up a little bit and we'll go to an hour before the game, coming out of Sunday. What a wild week. Because yesterday we're thinking, okay, let's just be competitive against Minnesota. Let's not get run off the floor. And then Portland has this miraculous victory. And me and Goofy Danny, who's about to come in here in a second, sat up here and said, there's no chance we're going to be competitive tonight. And it's a remarkable turnaround. And I think this is a good place to start, Tyree.
All right, let's do it.
If you guys are going to nail Chauncey for not being a good coach when things don't go right, you have to give him some credit, a lot of credit, for pushing the right buttons, not only yesterday, but especially today. Because you were down more guys tonight than you were last night. No Rob, no DA, no Ant. A sensational performance and sensational effort. Everyone flying everywhere with no Rob in the game, being the defensive quarterback. DC takes the baton, says, I got it. Let me block everything within sight in the fourth quarter. 5 blocks. He got 1 taken away because of a foul. Sniffing a triple-double with blocks. The sky's the limit right now. I know we have 3 days off. I kind of wish we were playing on Friday. I know DC doesn't.
Right?
I want to keep the momentum. I know DC is pretty happy that we got a few days off because that young man is tired. But whoa.
Yeah.
An incredible performance.
No, we have to let it sit. We had to let it sit because this game was not what we expected.
No.
Danny Marang,
come on.
Please join in the fun because I looked at Danny prior to this game and I was just like, Danny, this is going to be interesting. But before we get to Danny's answer, please, let's hear from our awesome good partners, Dick Hanna Subaru, please.
We love Dick Hanna Subaru. At Dick Hanna Subaru, they're all about making the car buying experience a pleasure. Not only does every new Subaru come with a lifetime powertrain warranty, but for a limited time, you also get 2 Mount Hood Fusion Passes with your purchase or lease. Dick Hanna Subaru, they believe in nice. Visit today and see what makes them different.
There you go.
Dick Hanna Subaru.
You are great at your job. I'm gonna say
Thanks,
it
buddy.
right.
Don't gas him up.
Thanks, buddy.
He is great at doing it. All right? He
is.
did a lot for
Just
you
not-
guys
I
at
know.
Outsiders, right?
Yeah, he did everything.
Say we were wrong.
We were wrong.
We were way wrong.
Look, I was talking to the Minnesota folks after the game, and I was like, so when did the Timberwolves turn into the Timber Dogs? Because they rolled over and showed their bellies. Like, it was...
Got him.
And they, well, I mean, Dante DiVincenzo looked like he didn't want to be there. I gather he probably wasn't thrilled because with Mike Conley out, I think the expectation was he was going to start, and he didn't. And I think he maybe pouted a little bit.
Sourpuss.
And I think it was running through the team. Minnesota came out 14-4, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
that's...
Isn't the NBA like that?
We looked at each other. We
I was
looked
like,
at each other.
all right, cool. That's,
Yeah.
you know, and it wasn't that Portland wasn't competitive and they weren't trying, they weren't getting after. I was like, yeah, there's that shooting split's going to come back and bite them because they hit two of their first three threes, and it was like, yeah, it's going to be tough. Well, they ended up going, 5 of 30 of their next 36 from three. And look, I'm gonna rain on the parade ever so slightly. If Minnesota cares
Yeah.
that
I know what
much
you're gonna
more,
say. Yes.
that much more, they win. But they didn't. And Donovan Clingan was an absolute monster. Shaedon Sharpe says, "There's nothing you can do with me. I don't care what the analytics say. I'm gonna get downhill and just go at your neck over and over and over again. You can try and stop me." I thought early on Portland maybe settled for some shots, particularly Shaedon. It's back-to-back nights where the first couple of shots I mentioned in the press conference, Chauncey was like, had a couple hang dribble threes. It's like, that's not really his game. Catch and shoot threes, fine. Get downhill, go at the rim over and over again, very good. Like, that's choices 1 through 6 for me. Like, Shaedon putting head down and getting to a rim, good things happen. But I think you had contributions up and down the board. Yes, Shaedon was the guy, particularly in the fourth quarter on offense. But I thought Donovan was incredible tonight. Donovan was absolutely phenomenal. He picked up two quick fouls. And I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
boy, we're going to get some
Now
Denny
what?
Avdia at the 5, and they're a
Yes.
really big team. Like, don't get me wrong, I wanted to see some Denny at the 5, get a little weird action, like if they run Julius or Naz Reid at the 5. And I was like, okay. He had to go in against Rudy Gobert for a little bit, and it was like, oh, this is going to
Tough sledding.
This is going to be tough. Donovan, in the postgame, I thought he was very honest and like, I picked up too quick, had to kind of chill, stay out of trouble. Chauncey kind of slapped my
You
hand.
get
like,
it? Grandma's in the crowd. They got the glasses. Everyone's really
disappoint Granny.
excited.
And to be fair, the refs on the very first possession of the game gave Donovan a chance. So Rudy goes up, Donovan fouls him, but they aren't going to blow the whistle because it's that first possession. If
But-
Rudy scores
yes.
right there,
Casey called it out on the broadcast, too. He said, waited for the ball to rim out before blowing the whistle.
because and to be fair, like everybody's like, oh, you shouldn't do that. I think they should because I ref high school sports, not college, NBA, anything like that. But like, I work with people.
God
who,
help those kids.
Well, yeah, no.
Danny Marang.
It was fun. But I worked with guys who did.
Yeah.
And one of the things, so when we went through all the training every year and stuff like that, the long-time guys, was there an advantage? If Rudy scores that, is there an advantage or a disadvantage? No. Keep it moving. But because the ball comes out, not all contact is called. Because, my God, if they called all contact,
It'd be like calling holding every single play.
yeah,
in
and it was
football.
miserable. And
It
tonight-
would have been a long.
I mean, tonight
long game.
the free throw count didn't feel like it was that bad. Was it 22 and 23? Yeah,
Yeah, it's right there.
Pretty standard. Nothing crazy. I thought the flow of the game was pretty good. There's 2 young refs that were out there that did not know what they were doing.
Along with Papa Bill.
Hey, Papa Bill was.
He got some
Oh.
FaceTime tonight. That was really
he
exciting to
is
see
great.
Bill Kennedy.
Saw him on the bottom of the list heading into tonight, and I went, oh, let's get some
The
challenges.
king of the dramatic pause.
Let's get some challenges, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I tweeted it out tonight. He needs to get on on a rap album with like a producer, like
Oh gosh,
Bill
intro it.
like just Bill Kennedy, just be like, the challenge is good.
Or someone just
have the beat-
sample him.
Just
Yeah.
saying, like,
Yeah.
sample him and have the beat
Yeah.
drop, like, just because he's got such a great voice.
Yeah.
It's just, the cadence, it's great.
He explains it very well too. Everybody
Yeah.
listens
Oh,
and
no,
tunes in.
he's the GOAT of the replay.
So something that we talked about last night is when the Blazers' shots started to fall, they fed off that momentum,
Yeah.
and it led to a lot of energy on the defensive end. I thought Minnesota missing shots tonight
That negative
led
energy.
to that.
Yep.
Exactly. Because Minnesota did get some good looks. Portland's defense was solid, but Ant Edwards probably missed 4 open threes tonight.
Yep.
And
It's over 9.
0 for 9.
Didn't make a single shot.
There was
Again,
one in
7
particular.
of 39
Yes.
for them. This was almost as bad as the Blazers 4 for 42.
Well, as
Like,
frustrating as last night was for them, there was 1 3 in particular. I think it was his 3rd or 4th attempt, and it was when Minnesota was making a push in the second quarter. It had a wide open 3 that I think would have taken it to like a 16-point game when Minnesota had their
This
biggest
is the
lead.
one that spun out. They went the other way.
Spun out, went the other way. Ant like stopped, slaps his hips. The ball goes the other way, and the momentum changed from there. So Portland did get a little fortunate early, but because those Minnesota misses, it did lead to quick offense, and Portland just continued to play that scrappy defense, diving on the floor. DC hit the ground twice. 2 was everywhere. Chris Murray had a very good night. I'm glad Coach called him out because he was very effective, and Coach B pushed all the right buttons tonight.
He did for sure. And I gotta give you a knock on this. You said 0 for 9, Anthony Edwards. Or he still was the second leading scorer out of everybody.
Because he was
with
incredible
24
in
points.
twos. He was 10 of 25 of the night. You take the 0 for 9 out of that, he's 10 of 14 on twos.
He makes some threes.
I mean, they couldn't do anything. He was the only guy they really couldn't do anything with. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, if you look at an NBA game on any given night, there's going to be a guy on a roster on one team that has a night, and you go, what is going on here? Like, why? Like, the scouting report says, let Nickeil Alexander-Walker shoot some threes. Like, he hits a step back 3 early in the game, and you're like, look, you're supposed to go under the screen there. Like,
right.
You know, that's one of those things where it's you look at it and you go, we'll live with that.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine.
That's fine. And that ended up being how this went out. And you look at Minnesota tonight, Donovan, it wasn't, and Chauncey mentioned this in the postgame, Donovan didn't just block 8 shots.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, and we talked about this, the hell no's, where you start to drive, and this 7'3" big old kid is sitting in there, and he's altering shots. He's making you drive a step deeper, pull up a step sooner, try to float a touch over. It's like he's so like. For anybody who had any question of how big Donovan really is, he makes Rudy Gobert look small.
He does. And what I liked on the offensive end was early on, he had a couple chippies that he wasn't able to get in, but he stuck with it, didn't get frustrated, and it led to, the best game of his young career.
Hands down.
By a lot. So people are chirping Danny. DC played 31 tonight. He's going to get some time off.
Yeah, he's got 3 days off. Lucky for him.
He's got 3 days off, which I know that's why he got so much run tonight.
And to be fair, he played on the adrenaline.
Of
So
course.
about
I said
8 minutes to go in the fourth, we all looked at each other like he's got nothing left.
Oh, yeah.
He's got.
Coming down the court, he's just like.
Well, here's the thing. He's not a guy who. It's not that he doesn't care. If he's got anything in the tank, he's saving it for defense.
Right.
And he's
The opposite of what most NBA players
yes.
do.
And to be blunt, he didn't dive once after a screen with basically 8 minutes left. He was like, I'm going to sit out here. Why? Because I don't have the juice to get to the rim, and when I get there, I can't jump. I don't know if you noticed. Other than blocking shots, he didn't get this far off the ground. The rest
And
of
a
the fourth
few,
quarter.
he didn't even need a jump to block the shot.
But that's the wonder of being 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. Like, he's just massive. But he was very clearly riding on all the adrenaline in the world. And Chauncey said at the postgame, he was gassed. Like, he's like, but he still, like, he was competing. He was still going after it. And Chauncey, it's, I don't know if he's ever said it publicly, but off the record or privately, he said to me, we're never going to play him when he's not productive. We're not going to play him when he's tired. Like, because guys like him are so big that at some point in time, it's not like if Shaedon's playing tired, he can you can find a place to rest, put your hands on your knees. Like, that's a thing you can do. When you're standing under the rim and everybody's going at your neck every single possession, you can't take plays off. Yeah. Because when that happens, they score. And so his mind, and he mentioned it in the press conference, is like, defense is my thing. Like, that's what I do. It's about winning. Like, that's where it all comes from. And it's not phony. It's not fake. It's all derived from his absolute psycho mentality that Danny Hurley just harnessed into this little ball of chaos.
Tyree, if I'm a Blazers fan and I watch this game tonight, how do I not have the opinion that Donovan Clingan should be the starting center for this team? I understand all this stuff. I get it. But if I watch tonight and I watched last night and I see the way that this team performed, when you have a pile of young wings out there just running around crazy, diving on the floor, and you see DC control the defense the way he did. Obviously tonight, the number of minutes was out of necessity.
Yes.
Because he was the only active center.
And they tried running WAP.
It did not work.
No.
It did not work.
No.
But what is the argument for keeping DC out of the starting lineup besides the fact that he's young and you have 2 veteran centers in front of him? If the future of this team is Donovan Clingan, Shaedon Sharpe, and Toumani Camara, isn't it logical to at least entertain the idea of having those guys in the starting lineup?
Starting lineup doesn't always mean he's in there 35 minutes a game. So, I mean, you start him, that's fine. We saw what it's like in the starting lineup. We got wins. So the starting lineup that Coach B has put has been successful. So you can start him, but when he started the game, I think he got out in 4 or 5 minutes. I already saw a switch in the center. I was just like, oh, giving him a rest early. So it doesn't mean that he can't start.
Yeah.
But we saw what happened with Robert Williams.
Yeah.
And I mean, you also saw DeAndre Ayton be the most consistent player on this team until he had his injury with the index finger. It's hard. I know. Besides the veterans, you'll see him probably getting a starting lineup, but it's not
It's a good problem to have.
It's a very
It's
good problem.
Because here's the thing: if DA comes back and he's the starter, and he will be, because you don't lose your spot to injury, and DA's a 20-10 guy, and they'll look at this and it'll be an iron sharpens iron thing. Because I've talked to the Blazers front office about this. They want guys chomping at the bit for those minutes and those spots. Like they want it to be. It's not necessarily a truly full-on open competition, because there's certain things that go into this. Like you have to, once you've done enough, like Ant, Jeremy, DA, Rob in this league, like you go, you can't just get it. You need to go and take it from them.
Yeah.
That's the only way that happens.
And one game's not going to do that.
No, and look, as great as he was tonight, he was good last night, but he was not the box score all-star last night.
No.
You know what I mean? And like, that's the thing, is like you have to take a look at that and go, okay, it's great to be the high defense guy. It's great to be the contributor, but you do need to find a way to be impactful in the box score. Like ball going hoop, ball not going hoop. Those are the 2 most important things in basketball. And if you're not going to contribute on those things, then it gets a little harder. Like last night. Now he was intrinsic in like the helping things along.
Sure.
But it was Rob last night that was, you look down the box score, 19-9, 3-3-3, and you're like, it's a night.
If you're checking the morning paper, which was a thing that used to be delivered to houses, it was this thing you open up and it would show
They're
who
not
played
that
well.
old. Oh my gosh.
They might be. I don't know.
They're that young.
Young, yeah. It was the stat sheet tonight for
Yes.
Donovan Clingan.
Loaded.
And it was Rob last night. And I understand that it's a really good problem to have at the center position. And yes, Clingan's not the presumptive starter now because of one really good game. I just think it is interesting that we can even have the conversation,
It's a great conversation
this
to have.
early in the year.
It's pretty fun. to have.
I think the other thing about this is we're having a very different discussion if the Wolves hit 4 threes.
Yeah.
Because
But, I mean, look, I understand.
Ant hits
At
too.
the end of the
I'm
day,
just adding
that's
right.
right.
That's not what happened. I'm adding the context to it, because then you go, okay, the Blazers offense scored 106 points.
Yeah.
They were not. It was a rock fight. This game was not.
Minnesota went 6 minutes in the fourth quarter without field goal.
Yeah, and I think
That helped.
it was they went 11 like actual minutes from the third into the fourth without scoring. It was an insane drought. But again, it was a rock fight, and you get to give the Trailblazers credit for creating that atmosphere.
Yeah.
But 106 isn't beating teams most nights.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's, I'm not being Debbie Downer. What Donovan did tonight was incredible. Sure.
Well, it's just a fact. Like, you can look at any NBA box score and you see a team struggle from a particular area of the field and say, well, if they knock down X amount of shots, that game's different. And because you have a less than 10-point margin, you can say, yeah, if Ant knocks down a few threes, this is a tight ball game. But again, like we saw last night, it got a little bit more tense tonight than it did last night, about 4 or 5 points.
I thought
but
Minnesota
never,
was going to find it.
I did too.
Yeah.
It never got down to a one-possession game. There was always a big miss and then a response. And maybe to move on to Shea, incredible performance from Shaedon Sharpe, especially down the stretch. I know DC is the big takeaway from tonight, but Shaedon Sharpe had a career high in points, and he finished effectively at the rim, like 8 out of 10 difficulty finishes consistently down the stretch when they needed them the most.
Can we do something real quick?
Please.
Can we just go to the wide shot real quick? I want to. This is the reaction from the media row as Shaedon Sharpe goes up.
That putback?
The whole media row, like all 15 of us, it's just directly in front of us. And we're all watching him run up, and we just see it. It's like, it was the full-on Joe Rogan knockout gif. Like, it was, we all just absolutely, like, normally when a big play happens, we're like, that's pretty good. Like, you know, there's a
Being
little,
professional,
you know,
yes, we can't react
mild
too
decorum.
much. Yes, of course.
Mild decorum. Everybody's looking at each other, holding each other back.
It's just an and one game. Everyone's running down the court.
Yeah, no. Hands
that.
on face. They're looking at watching for the replay. We're just like, oh my, because he hasn't had one yet.
Yeah.
He haven't had one in 10 months, 11 months, whatever it's been. And
back.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I mean,
shoot.
he just climbed the ladder, and that place went nuts.
On social media too, man.
I mean, it was
everywhere.
It was one of those plays that just reverberated through the arena, and it was, I mean,
The quote here from Shea on that dunk. It was lit. That dunk was cool.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what?
Shea showing all
I
the
know.
emotion.
Well, that's what Tyree said. I can't believe the man yelled. I can't believe the man yelled and got so excited.
I was like, I think he
Actually
yelled
say
in
what-
lowercase.
yeah.
Like,
Yelled in lowercase. That's
he's a very soft-spoken, chill dude. Comes to work, does his thing, and go home. But I mean,
he's just Canadian. He's gonna dunk on you and say he's sorry.
well, don't say sorry to us.
Sorry,
We don't
Nate.
need that. Let's go to our tag board, see what they're saying on social media right now using the hashtag RC wrap up. Does the way the team's been playing, this is coming from Tron Burner, does the way the team's been playing without Ant and DA change your mind on their flexibility as trade pieces? Vibes are high. Ball movement is beautiful right now.
No.
I guess I don't really know what that means, flexibility as trade pieces. Like the desire to move them at a different timeline than you originally had? I don't
that's
think
how
so.
I took it. And the thing about it is, I don't think anything has changed other than the thing to me that changed was one last night, the introduction of Rob Williams back into the offense and keeping the ball moving side to side. And I think Donovan, because he does a good job of keeping things moving on DHOs and stuff like that, but he's not really involved in the offense. And when he dives, he takes up so much space. He's really good at sealing guys on the backside. Robin Lopez was really good at that for basically his entire career. You get kind of a screen assist, but it's more of a seal assist. Like you look like you're going in there and kind of carving out space and fighting for position, but all you're really doing is just kind of like curling so somebody can get right here, and you just create a lane for him. Like it's an offensive lineman or a wide receiver, on that little seal block. Like Donovan's so
A lot
big.
of show and tell tonight. Well,
You like that? Yeah.
Joey Batts chiming in on Twitter says, the new nickname, Donovan the Sealant Clingan, because he protects the paint.
Ooh, I'm not against that.
But Clean Kong is easy.
Clean Kong's way easier.
Also,
I like it, though.
It's also Mark Mason approved. He
Kong.
He rolled
He
it
gave
out.
him the Clean Kong.
Also,
He earned it.
Shout out Kaylee. Mark Mason dropped the DB Hooper, bellowed it. And again, if Mark Mason has used it, it has been cleared by the player.
And now, what's the new one that she came up with?
Oh, I got you.
Krispy Kreme Murray.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to get to Chris, so I'll send him a
Krispy
message.
Kreme Murray?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
You
send
like
him. Look, it's
Folks, let us know what you
good.
think about that
good.
nickname. Krispy Kreme Murray.
Okay, she is lit. She always comes
I'm
up with
gonna
great
send him a
nicknames.
text and be like, hey, what do you think?
Yeah.
We'll see what he says.
We got the direct line. We'll see what
if
happens.
gets Chris Murray approved.
All right, that's fine. Well, you know what? That's nice. Kaylee, that's a very nice name that you were able to come up
She's
with.
got Two Mania and DB Hooper getting yelled out. So
She makes great, nice
Yeah.
names. Who's also nice? Nick Hanna Subaru. They're very nice.
Oh.
Joe, what they got going on
Well,
lately,
they
brother?
believe
Talk
in
to
nice. Tyree, did you hear Dick Hanna Subaru is giving out Mount Hood Fusion passes?
me. I didn't, but I need you to tell me more.
You get 2 passes plus every new Subaru comes with a lifetime. That's your entire life. Powertrain warranty.
Wow. They really believe in nice over there, huh?
It's a perfect time to grab a Subaru and hit the slopes this winter.
I know we're not going to go this weekend, but we should go this winter.
Are we going to go?
I think we should try.
Should we learn how to ski together? Should that be a bit for the show and we both
can I watch?
come back in casts? And
You know how to ski, don't you?
snowboard.
Oh, that's cooler. Yeah, let's try. Let's do ski first, and then we'll
shred
get-
some pow-pow?
We're gonna do our
See?
best.
I know.
and we're gonna see if it works. And if it doesn't, no one's gonna hear from it.
1080 snowboarding was a great game back in the day, kids. Check it out for the Nintendo 64.
Oh,
The
60
last time Joe
64
was any
bits.
good at a video game.
It's a great
Oh,
console.
Gosh, well, let's go in a little bit. NBA, baby.
Oh.
Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the NBA. We're going straight to the Blazer box because
Oh boy.
Joe, I'm gonna let you take this one.
Yeah, it's a lot of words. So Bronny got sent down to the G League. Big shocker. He's only going to play home games in the G League, so he's not going to travel. And you see Brian Windhorst saying a lot of words about it, basically like
He doesn't like it.
Why is this good?
Yeah.
Who is this for? It doesn't benefit Bronny. It doesn't benefit LeBron. It doesn't benefit the Lakers. It doesn't benefit society. So why are we actually doing this? And I think the Bronny thing is really interesting because it's a little bit of the Lakery thing where last couple seasons that Kobe played there, it's like, hey, Kobe, take a million shots. Everyone loves you. Here's your retirement present. It's going to be a lot of fun for everybody. And I think that was the idea with Bronny as well. And hey, the Lakers are going to stink, right? But then they win 3 out of the gate, and it kind of changes the calculus a little bit. I still think they stink, but I don't think Pelinka thinks that.
Well, no, they do. They do think that they can be better. Like they think they're a
Like if they can
team.
lure Giannis to come?
Well, no, they can lure just like if they can find something. Do
something to get rid of D'Angelo
I've heard
Oh
Trae
my
Young was a rumor.
Well, I mean, DeJounte Murray, they actually went after before he got traded to San Antonio, but they didn't make an actual tangible offer that was worth anything. So I don't know if you can say that they really went after him, but they wanted him.
Lakers suck. I'm just going to say
they do.
They're not a good
but,
basketball team.
On the Lakers holistically, it's an interesting thing. I was talking to somebody who was intimately familiar kind of how they do things. The South Bay Lakers sold out every game.
Because of Bronny?
Because of Bronny. They were sold out for the season. Interesting note.
So I guess it's good for the South Bay Lakers.
There you go.
Yeah.
Interesting note when it comes to the Lakers don't have a season ticket department. You know why?
Because
they're always sold out.
they're always sold out.
What they have is people who sell suites and experiences and the people that run the Hollywood A-lister seats, like Jack's seats and stuff like that. It's self-propagating. Like that's the machine that is, and that's what Bronny was basically brought in to do, is kind of be a sideshow. Look, I wish the
Mission
kid
accomplished.
nothing but well, and he's develop and be good. Like I have nothing against the kid at all. He's not an NBA player. He's not. Like we can stop pretending. We've done the whole like, hey, Bronny played with his dad, and it's a cool story. Like, I despise the Lakers, but when Bronny was up there with LeBron in their preseason thing, and you could see kind of Bron like puff his chest out like a proud papa. It was like, it's kind of cool, man.
Yeah, it's very cool. I mean,
know?
it's not Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr., where both guys are legitimate,
great players.
Yeah. It's the best NBA player of all time, arguably.
And his kid.
Yeah.
And who's
it's cute and fun
good
and
basketball player who realistically should probably go play overseas, but because his last name is different, and his first name is Bronny.
I mean, he could be a king
he changed
in
it to
Europe.
that.
He would be a king in Europe.
It was LeBron James Jr. and he changed it
He
to
didn't
Bronny.
want to. He didn't want to deal with it. I'm like, well, I mean, everybody kind of knows, dude.
Yeah,
It's like
that's why you're on the
He
Lakers.
looks just like
you,
him.
I was say you look
He
just
looks
like
just
him.
like him. I mean, man, listen. I think we need to go to the Blazer box because we're going to talk about this. How long can this keep going? So let's bring up the Blazer box because Joe brought this up. I made this tweet. Chauncey Billups, after that awesome bench rotation in tonight's win, and Shiloh Jocelyn said, I don't have teammates. I have family. Chauncey Billups,
No. It's
probably.
family.
Do it again for me.
I have family.
All right, family. Sorry.
Worst Vin Diesel.
Is that your Vin
impersonation.
Diesel?
Yeah.
Sorry,
It
Fast
kinda sound like
25.
a Stallone.
I don't know. Fast 25
Look,
coming out
tell me
soon.
I'm wrong.
And no.
Also, shout out Shiloh. Him and I went to high school together.
Really?
Yeah, small world.
Oh,
There you go.
Listen, appreciate that. Listen, I think we got to talk
cool.
about just that rotation and that bench rotation and just how long do we think this can keep going? This momentum of winning back-to-backs against a top Western Conference team.
Sunday will be different, and
Oh
they
my
and
gosh,
and they
Danny.
and they get 3 days off. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the moment that we're in right now,
I
which
don't
is
like y'all
back-to-back
sometimes.
wins. Well, Tyree,
I don't like y'all
well
sometimes.
let me push it back to you. What is your expectation now for the team based on these 2 games? Does it actually change, or are you just kind of caught up in the excitement of what happened tonight?
I said this yesterday, and I don't know if y'all remember this. I was like, if they win back-to-back, I think the plan maybe it changes, or it has to at least look different because you put the young guys out there and they're beating top Western Conference teams. Now, while the tanking aspect or building for the future is still there, why not look at this team and be like, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get some more wins. just kind of ride it out, see what we got. And that's what Coach Billups, I mean, he talked about in the post-game press conference. I was choosing different lineups, seeing what worked. All right, it worked. You got 2 good wins against Minnesota Timberwolves. Why not continue that to see if we could get some more? Tanking doesn't honestly mean you're going to get the number 1 pick, folks. We know that. So
No, but it's holistically the only path to having a chance at a title, because this is a organization that sans Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, Brandon Roy have not had a core of a team together for any period of time in the past 24 years now.
And I agree with that.
contend.
I completely agree with that notion, but I think the truth perhaps lies somewhere in the middle of what you two guys are saying, because I think for the balance of the year, you don't have to worry about winning too many games. I think you can win some basketball games and it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Because
the team's going to look different at the deadline. If you get to March and, we have too many wins, then there's going to be a lot of sore hamstrings and things happening.
Again, I picked the team to go 8-22 in the first 30 games. They're maybe a game ahead of that right now because they got both against Minnesota, where a game I thought they might get against San Antonio. Once we kind of saw the Pelicans might end up being one of the 3 worst teams in the league. They are very likely to be.
They're changing the plan.
They are very likely to be the Memphis Grizzlies.
The snake bit team.
Yeah, they are.
Of last year.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are just decimated, absolutely decimated. Now, with Portland, again, this is why I wanted to offer the context earlier in the
Sure.
show. If Minnesota hits just a couple of shots, and I know it's a make or miss league, but that's not what happened, and everything that kind of goes with that. If you're looking over 82 games, you have to consider that. Because when you're looking over 82 games, the way that ball bounces is in your favor significantly less often. Like if you look at just how Portland performed across everything, they were okay. Like what did they do tonight that was otherworldly other than defend on the paint? Like that was the thing that really deterred everything. They shot okay. They hit 9 threes in an era right now where basically you have to hit 14 or more to even be remotely competitive on most nights.
And Minnesota was lifeless at a certain point. I mean, they wanted to get the hell out of Portland.
It was crazy. They came with the energy in the first quarter, and then once they got hit once, it was just roll over, show the belly, and get out. To be honest, the Minnesota folks that I talked to all said the same thing. They think that they're just going to hang on and wait for the playoffs, and I just.
April squad?
That's fine if you're the Denver Nuggets.
It's also fine if you're in the Eastern Conference, because if you're battling 500 in the West, you might find yourself in a play-in game, and then you're really in
It's going to take 46 wins. Like
Sure.
the math right now says 46 wins is the 10 seed. Like the 10 seed is 46 wins.
Houston is playing significantly better basketball than Minnesota right now. And Houston was considered to be, a fringe playoff team, a play-in
They
team.
could find a way in there.
Yeah, they absolutely could. I do think tonight's game says probably just as much about Minnesota as it does about Portland. And to speak on the 5 wins right now,
yes,
right now, and to speak on the 5 wins, it's stunning to get both.
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
Going into yesterday, it was stunning to get 1, but this is kind of a shocker that both happened. And then with the Pelicans games, which is 2 of their other wins, one was New Orleans was absolutely depleted. One was a solid win. Both were solid wins because they got win. I'm not going to say any win. I'm not going to say any win Portland has this season is not solid, given the talent deficit that we've talked about ad nauseum. But I don't think this changes the plan. I just don't think you have to worry about tanking or winning too many games at this stage in the season. This was a 3-8 ball club that had a really hot stretch against a team that didn't really seem to care by the end of the second game. They got both. It feels great. They're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. And I think, Tyree, to speak of the reevaluation, Sean Hyken, our pal, had a really good article today about why Portland is built to win the NBA Cup. Because they're in this interesting position of they're not going to go for a playoff spot. We know they're not going to win many games, but there's these little pockets throughout the season where you have this extra emphasis, and teams like Portland and Detroit, who have been competitive early on in the season, throwaway Sunday. And this is kind of what the NBA Cup is for. Atlanta getting that win in Boston. So I think I know it's weird because it's a quirk of the schedule where they're sort of spread out a little bit, but I do think that is maybe the thing that you point to if you're trying to find somewhere for this team to have tangible success in terms of wins and losses this season.
So I wanted to take a look at the schedule because we don't have the games December 10th through the 14th because those are going to be the Cup games. But between Sunday's game and December 8th, so November 17th to December 8th, you have 25 days. They have 12 games in 25 days. That is a game every other day for basically 3 weeks. That is tough. And you've got a 5-game trip, and then I think a quick little back and forth to LA in between. And your home games are against Atlanta, Sacramento, Dallas, Utah. Hey, Utah. Like that's the one in the schedule where I'm like, okay. But like other like, and this is where I said in the first 30 games, like there's a couple winnable games in there, and then they'll find some surprises. But they're also going to probably have some grenades in there too, where you're like, this is a game that maybe they should win, and you go, ooh, that one got real sideways. But it's really interesting. I opened up the press conference, the question to Chauncey tonight. How do you rationalize or explain?
Yeah, what happened this week?
What happened Sunday?
What a weird week.
In the last 2 days.
What happened?
And the answer I thought that he gave was really good about like we've been honest with each other. I think Don can address that too, of like honest with each other of like what we need to do. And again, I talked to the players after about and kind of checked in with where they were tonight. And so much about it's just open communication, and you do your job. Don't worry about doing mine. Like, hey, I saw Denny and Delano tonight getting in heated but positive arguments. Like it was like, no. Delano was like, I'm open. Don't take the heat. He took off the dribble 3, and Delano put his hands up and was like, no. Get me the ball. I've got the mismatch. You know what? And Denny was like, my bad. Like, people look at it sometimes like, oh, teammates are arguing. Like, the teams that argue like that positively reinforce with maybe, a little bit of edge to it, those are the teams that learn. Those are the teams that grow. And even if they lose, all of the players also the same thing to me in some different vein. If we go out and we execute the way that we're supposed to, and we lose, we don't like it, but we can live with that.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody was like, we were all pushing too hard, to be trying to do too much, trying to live outside of what we are because we know our shortcomings. And I think it was really interesting. I think, again, this is why I was like, look, if Chauncey can do this and bring this out of these guys, ride it out and see what you got for the next 2 months, and then figure things out from there.
I mean, this does finish up a stretch, Tyree, of 13 games in 21 days to open the season. An insane stretch. And Portland comes out of it 5-8.
Better than anybody would have thought.
Absolutely.
4-8 or 4-9, 3-10 was probably where I would have had
You throw the Golden State game out, you throw the Memphis game out, and I mean, you're kind of at a B+, A- if you exclude those 2 games. If you lump them in, it's probably more like a B- at this point, a C+. But
which, if you're a team that's what this season is.
Exactly. You have a lot to point to, and Shea looked unbelievable tonight.
Defense was amazing too.
Shea, DC, and 2. You're starting to see a little bit of a core form there, and then you have the other ancillary pieces about it. If Denny can continue to sort of build upon what he had last night. DB Hooper continuing to do his thing, getting in a shoving match with Ant Edwards around a jump ball. Love to see that. Yeah. I don't care how many Gatorade commercials you're in.
That's 2 nights in a row that DB has mixed it up and been about that life.
I love it.
It's fun.
I don't know if you guys noticed this tonight. Julius Randle, when he had Tumani Kamara on him, just said, nope.
Nightmare.
I saw
he gave the ball up. We were all talking about it in the press row tonight. I was like, are you guys seeing this?
He tried the forearm shiver a few times. It didn't work, and then he's like, I've had enough of this guy.
I mean, 2 just body him. I mean, the great thing about the way the Blazers are built right now is they've got 2, and then they've got Denny, and you can just keep throwing these big. You've got Chris.
Yeah.
And I saw Dante DiVincenzo come out, and Chauncey goes, Frenchie, brings Rupert in. 6 repair on him, and the look on Dante's face was like, I'm not about to put up with this.
Yeah.
Like he gave him like a get off me chicken wing, and it was only Rupes was only out there I think for like 6-7 minutes, but
about 2 nights in Portland, and now this.
Yeah, it was only 3 minutes, but those 3 minutes,
3 minutes
he
of hell.
He just draped all over Dante, and I'm just like, yeah, like, and Dante again had no interest in playing tonight. Like, what was his final line? He was 1 of 10. Yeah,
2 points.
Yeah, he was
felt like it.
He was atrocious tonight. But everybody, even though Rupes only played for a few minutes, like you could tell he brought the juice when he came out there.
Yeah, there's an impact.
Like he was pestering. He got like a couple little pokeaways. Didn't get any steals, but it was just like he's bothering guys. And like I think that's like up and down the roster, everybody's pestering, bothering, being aggressive. And Chauncey Billups and I, we're this far into the show, and this is the first time we've called it out. Jeremy Grant over the last 5-6 games is playing the best defense he's ever played in Portland. And I think a big part of that is because he's not being asked to defend Ant Edwards an entire game and also deliver on offense.
Do everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like yeah, he's good as a point of attack defender. He doesn't have to do it for 60 possessions a game and also carry the offensive board. I thought tonight he was great on Ant. Over and over and over. Ant hit some absolutely insane mid-range shots, spinning
fadeaways was crazy.
Also, we need to shout out the aesthetically pleasing point of the game where Ant Edwards hitting, spinning, falling back, just gorgeous kick leg out fadeaway.
Give him that.
Literally the next possession down, Shaedon Sharpe does almost the exact same thing in the baseline. I'm like, oh, mid-range fadeaways.
Gotta
God
love
bless
it.
you.
The lost art.
Look, I love the analytics are great and everything, but guys, those two guys in particular, they're so smooth. I was like, let them stop. You two stop shooting threes. You two take mid-range fadeaways and go to the rim to your heart's content. Like, just keep doing that, and everything will be just fine.
Hopefully, he can do that on this Sunday when they are taking on the Atlanta Hawks. 3 p.m. tip. It's going to be a fun one. That's going to be episode 15 of the Rip City Wrap-Up, and that's going to be on K2.1.
The big channel.
2.1.
On the big dog.
Yes, sir. Xfinity channel 702. So make sure you're tuning in for our 3 p.m. tip-off against the Atlanta Hawks at home, the Motor Center.
Speaking of changes, the Hawks are on a bit of a heater, and while Trae Young has been good, the offense has been shifted over to Jalen Johnson, who has been, if you want to watch this Hawks, Zachary Ricochet is starting to find a little bit of a groove, but Jalen Johnson is a dude. He is an absolute monster. He's a triple-double machine, 6'9". He's Jason Tatum-y in a sense of like, you look at the box score, it's like, oh, he's leading him in scoring, rebounding, assists, block shots. Wait, what's going on here? And you just kind of like go down the list. You're like, he's an incredibly effective player. In the matchup in the Cup game where they upset the Boston Celtics 117-116, 18 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists.
Yeah.
Like,
Jeez.
and they did this without Trae Young. Dyson Daniels went out there. I think he went 1 of 5 from 3 in that game. I think he took 16 twos.
Yeah.
And he just lived in the mid-range in the paint, but
A few whispers. Not smoke, not fire, but a few whispers about maybe we just kind of see what's that. Is anyone willing to take this contract?
oh, they would. The Hawks would
LA?
in a heartbeat.
Of course they would.
They are Jalen Johnson's team. That is what they are transitioning into.
Can they hoodwink anybody to take that contract though? I can't really see it happening.
Well, I mean, Trae has tried to turn over a little bit of a leaf, being more kind to his teammates, as it were. I think that teams will look at that, but you look at what it's funny. Atlanta's doing very much what Portland is doing. Look at who they just drafted: 6'10" wing shooter, Jalen Johnson, 6'9", 6'10" wing creator,
Rangy.
Dyson Daniels, 6'7", 6'8", kind of two-way.
I like him a lot.
He's a fun little player. Like
Yeah.
he's Onyeka Okongwu. They get Larry Nance Jr. and in the trade. Like
He's
you
your
just
legend.
kind of, but you look at kind of what they have. It's like long rangey, multiple kind of players, and you're just like, huh, that's interesting. Where have I seen this before?
A little bit of Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
Coming on Sunday.
But they have a guy in Trae Young who just dominates the usage in the ball, and if he's out, you see kind of what it looks like, and when he's in, it's kind of where does that go? So I think it's gonna be a really interesting game. And shout out 3 o'clock tips. Thank you, NBA.
So good.
Oh, Sunday matinees. Oh, wonderful.
So good.
Wonderful
And I
time.
just can't wait to watch that lunatic Quinn Snyder on the sidelines. I'm so excited to
I'm
see
gonna ask
that
him
guy.
if he likes my hair.
Is that
Dude, you have the same hair.
Oh my God, you're going for the
you
Quinn
have the
Snyder.
same hair.
Can you get really loud, like red glasses?
I could probably do that.
I think you could pull it off.
Can you
Bro,
don't
if
smile
you
at all
if you
either?
show up to the don't smile
Don't
at all.
smile.
Put chapstick on really manically.
Just look like a little mean.
I might have to do this.
I know
Quinn
Snyder.
Well, I know a lot of the Atlanta media. I might have to see,
Dude,
like, if I do
what a
this, is
bit.
Quinn gonna kill me? Like, because I love Quinn. I do. He's a phenomenal coach.
Great coach.
But speaking
Freaks me out.
Speaking of random shout-outs, Kevin Calabro and all of my soup eating apparently is
The soup
thing.
stains is great. Calabro said you have soup stains. Casey has no idea where I am. He's like, I saw Tyree, I saw Danny. I don't know where Joe Simons is. I haven't seen that guy. He's like, no, he's going to be on the TV. I just don't know where he is.
Joe, you got to show up.
I do. Lamar even called out the soup stains. He was like, soup stains? And Calaveras goes, yeah, he's got them everywhere.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, I don't know. Listen.
That's the legend.
So you got to show up to basically correct them so they can't be joking on you like that
No,
anymore.
We do have a Sunday matinee, Joe.
We do have a Sunday matinee.
We might maybe have a Joe Simons appearance.
We'll see. We'll check the schedule.
What do you do on Sundays? Hey,
What does everyone do on Sundays?
that's true. All right,
Watch
yeah, all
Blazers
right.
basketball on K2.
Babe.
And then the Rip City wrap-up brought to you by our dear friends at Dick Hanna Subaru. Believe in nice.
Believe in nice, folks. And thank you for joining us on episode 14 of the Rip City Wrap Up here, Studio C on the Rip City TV network. Man, this